illustrate vibrant and stunning gemstones, we need to add white ink or paint to show the different reflections. Hi, my name is Yasmin and I'm going to show you how to paint fine and thin lines to finish the gemstones shown in my book, The Magic of Jewellery Illustration. Please prepare the following materials. First step is to mix the white gouache so it is neither too thick nor too thin. Add a small amount of white gouache to your palette. Use the pipette to add a few drops of water. To avoid damaging the bristles of the brush, I use the wooden handle to mix the water and paint. Mix it thoroughly. No lumps should remain. The consistency can be compared to whipping cream. If it is more like milk, add more paint. And of course, if it is too thick, add more water and mix again. Next step is to fold a piece of tissue and wrap it around the index finger of the hand you are not going to use for painting. Left if you're right-handed and right if you're left-handed. Dip your brush into the paint. Remove extra water and paint by touching the connection between the bristles and the metal with tissue. This process is called blotting. If there is too much water or paint, you will not be able to create thin lines. Make some test strokes to test the consistency of the paint. If the mixture is correct, the lines will be thin and bright white. Thick paint will cause broken, uneven lines. Is the paint too thin, the lines will not show very well. Please print the gemstones outlines on grey paper. You can download the PDF on my website jackjewelry.com. I use a grey test sheet to protect the drawing and to test the paint. Let's start with this simple square baguette. Try to trace the facet lines as clean and thin as possible. Draw test strokes and rotate the paper whenever you need to. In general, rotating the paper makes it easier to trace any object. This will take some practice, so don't give up if the first few stones are not perfect. As soon as you have mastered simple gemstone cuts, try a full round brilliant cut. First, trace the facets in the same way as before. Don't forget to make test strokes and to rotate the paper. It does not matter in which order you trace the facets. When all the facets have been traced, I move on to the round outline of the stone, which is called the girdle. From my experience, it is easier to trace the girdle last. Instead of tracing the entire circle at once, which is quite difficult, I trace the sections between the facet junctions, one after the other. This exercise will prepare you to render different faceted gems, but also it will help you to improve your technique and drawing skills in general. Feel free to check out my books and online classes on gemstones if you would like to learn more. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.